They didn't spend, let's be clear, AIPAC did not spend 14 million fucking dollars to fix the roads in fucking New York. That did not happen. Oh boy, folks. Do we have some breaking news? We truly live in the darkest timeline, ladies and gentlemen. Jamaal Bowman has lost in his primary bid. This brings me no joy, except for looking for fun news music, which I kind of love the aesthetic of. God damn it. All right. Let's fucking, God, what a fuck, dude. What's worse, I watched that fucking debate. God, man. What a piece of okay. Representative, let's read the thing. Let's get it over with. Let's read the fucking thing. Representative Jamaal Bowman was trounced in a suburban New York race that became a referendum on progressives' attitudes toward Israel. Oh, geez, you're right. Israel, the thing that's totally fucking relevant to New York City voters. Yeah. Gotcha. Toward Israel in the most expensive house primary in U.S. history. Is it a wonder why AIPAC spent all of this money? Keep in mind, there's a reason why this money just got spent. There's a reason why this is the most expensive house primary in U.S. fucking history, and it's specifically to oust an opponent to Israel, to oust somebody who has issues with the ongoing genocide in that country. Jesus Christ, America's so fucking cooked, dude. Moderate Democrat, my fucking ass. George Latimer bested Bowman Tuesday, making Bowman the first member of the squad to lose an election since the far left group formed in 2018. Latimer, a challenger who ran like an incumbent, benefited from an unprecedented flood of outside cash. Whoa, big fucking shocker. In a primary fueled by allegations of racism in the party's sharp divide over the Israel-Hamas war. A leading pro-Israel group spent more than $14 million. They spent $14 million to take out Jamaal Bowman. How much do you think they're going to spend to take out somebody like more popular like AOC? Like, no, seriously, like this is the problem. This is what's the word I'm looking for? Money in politics at its absolute rawest fucking core. Is when you have special fucking interests over here, campaigning for Israel to make sure that opponents to Israel's domestic policy over there, to make sure that we are tied to their domestic policy, they will unseat a member of the United States House of Representatives. Leading president, $14 million on TV ads to unseat him, and as the results rolled in, it became clear that AIPAC and its super PAC United Democracy Project had succeeded in making an example of the two-term member of Congress for routinely criticizing the Israeli offensive in Gaza. Still, many of the TV ads attacking Bowman or praising Latimer had made scant mention of Israel and instead focus on infrastructure spending and other issues of local concern. So yeah, keep in mind, like, even if you essentially, even if you're gonna message, even if you're not gonna message strongly on Israel and you're gonna message on like local politics, do you think George fucking Latimer is gonna do anything about any of those things? No, he's been put in place to do one thing and one fucking thing only, and that's vote yes when it comes time to vote whether we send more aid to Israel. That is the only fucking thing he has been put in office to do. There's a reason why they spent 14 million goddamn dollars. They didn't spend, let's be clear, AIPAC did not spend 14 million fucking dollars to fix the roads in fucking New York. That did not happen. And it's not going to happen. The House District, which includes affluent suburban communities, and diverse urban neighborhoods is not expected to be in play for Republicans in November, making Bowman's defeat a triumph for centrist Democrats. Since the recent rise of progressives, Latimer and his fellow moderates have sought to drag the party back to the middle. Let's be clear, back to the right, by the way. Latimer and his fellow moderates back to the middle, especially when it comes to Israel policy. And what about Israeli policy? Does the local New York fucking voter need to care about? Seriously, this is fucking ridiculous. AIPAC and super PACs have spent heavily across the country in a bid to unseat other critics of Israel. Keep in mind, again, none of this money is going to go to fix any of yours or my communities. None of it, not a dime of that money was spent so that our roads can get fixed, so that our schools can be well funded. None of that, 0% of it. They spent every single dollar of that to make sure that Israel gets the next shipment of weapons so they can go fucking mulch some more fucking Palestinian children. Jesus fucking. Oh my God. Wow. I didn't think I'd get this angry reading this pretty bland article, but fucking God. AIPAC and its super PAC spent heavily on a bid on seat. Critics, but nowhere did they anticipate such an advantage as Bowman and Dixers. What a large Jewish population. This isn't even, and let me be clear, this is not a treatise. This is not a critique of Jewish people in this district. It's just their identity was weaponized to, and at the end of the day, was weaponized to aid and abet the Netanyahu government. At the end of the day, nobody benefits from this more than Benjamin Netanyahu. Not one fucking New York Westchester citizen. None of them. The AIPAC-aligned United Democracy Project is in a statement vowed to replicate its backing of Latimer against Israel critics across the country. Imagine that. If you would like to be in the United States House of Representatives, you are not allowed, according to this group, to hold a position oppositional to Israel. You're not allowed. You're not allowed to ask why the death rate is so one-sided. You're not allowed to toward civilians and away from Hamas members. You're not allowed to ask for evidence as to, oh hey, when you said you killed a bunch of, you did this operation. Why is it that it costs almost 1,000 lives to save 4 whole fucking hostages? Why did it need all that? Are you guys just bad at this, or do you not give a fuck? The answer is obvious. They don't give a fuck. Quote, Latimer's victory is another example of how support for the U.S.-Israel alliance is both good policy and good No, it's actually not. It's actually evidence that you had to spend $14 million to get him across the fucking finish line. No, that's not that is not a example of good politics or policy. Are you fucking kidding me? Good politics wouldn't require $14 million. What the fuck? What type of logic is this? Oh, we spent more in this race than there ever has been in another House race. So obviously that must mean it's a popular position. Are you out of your fucking mind? Are you insane? God, and keep in mind, these are the fucking people. These are the people that the Democrats have tied themselves to. This is supposed to be the opposite party to the Republican Party. Fuck, dude. We are so fucking cooked, man. Latter's victory, the group said, UDP will continue to support leaders who promote our partnership with Israel and oppose detractors regardless of political party. Bowman, who was endorsed by the Democratic Socialists of America, was first elected in a progressive wave in 2020, defeating longtime Democratic Representative Eliot Engel. This time, his critics encouraged registered Republicans and people not enrolled in a party to become Democrats in order to participate in the closed primary. And a coalition that backs the interests of yeshivas spent more than $1 million throughout the race to register 2,000 Republicans and independents as Democrats. So wow, look at that. You brought in a bunch of fucking Republicans. I'd love to know what the actual we're gonna continue to take a look at this. Let's see. Push intensifies New York. Let's take a look. This looks like it'll. Let's see. Okay, quote of the day, where's New York City Police? I don't care. Okay, fuck this article. I don't give a fuck. Shit article, fuck off. Bowman has called for a ceasefire and criticized President Joe Biden for providing weapons to Israel in the wake of the October 7th terrorist attacks by Hamas. He also questioned whether sexual violence occurred during those. By the way, we've never been able to get any kind of verifiable evidence of that. It's just been something that Israel has said over and 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 a fucking over again. God damn it. Fucking God. Like, not good, folks. Latimer himself charted a cautious approach toward his. Of course he did. He traveled to the country at the end of 2023, shortly before declaring his bid for a House seat. Wonder why. He also condemned Hamas for the civilian deaths in Gaza as Israel bombarded the enclave and pressed for a return of hostages kidnapped during the October 7th attack. Wait. He also condemned Hamas for the civilian deaths in Gaza as Israel. Wait. Are you telling me George Latimer had the balls to fucking condemn Hamas while Israel was bombarding Gaza? Great. Fucking lovely, dude. What a good fucking job, Democrats. Jesus Christ. But Latimer has been careful not to criticize Prime Minister Benjamin. I fucking wonder why. For much of the campaign, and declined to weigh in on the Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer's call for a new Israeli government. DMFI, which spent $425,000 on TV ad boosting Latimer's bid, called his victory outcome of smart, no, that's called moneyed politics, assholes, on both Israel as well as core Democratic Party concerns. These results also validate President Biden's vision of a mainstream and inclusive Democratic Party, as well as the Biden-Latimer approach, bringing people together to achieve important results like the infrastructure law that is rebuilding our crumbling roads, bridges. Do you think any of that shit's gonna actually happen? No, seriously, I'm being dead ass. Do you think any of that shit's gonna happen in 2 years? In 2 years, are they gonna fix any of the crumbling infrastructure? Fuck no, dude. George Latimer has been in government longer than Jamaal Bowman has. Are you fucking kidding me? And he hasn't done dick for his fucking voters. So no, none of this shit is gonna actually fucking happen. It's all gonna get swept under the fucking rug. And next thing you know, when the votes come down again, that's gonna be one more fucking vote for Israel. One more vote for your and I's fucking tax dollars to go get spent elsewhere in the world, bombing a bunch of fucking kids. Fucking love that. Just love that use of good taxpayer dollars. Never mind that we have Americans who can't afford housing, can't afford health insurance, can't afford, can hardly afford groceries these days. But as long as Israel gets their weapons so that they can bomb Palestinian civilians, that's all that matters in terms of our tax expenditures. Allies of Latimer insisted Israel was only one factor in the argument against Bowman. A former middle school principal, Bowman's antagonists charged he was not present in the district during his 2 terms, and that his pulling of a fire alarm. Wow, yeah, a fire alarm at the house was really integral in the ability for the people in his district to pay their fucking rent. Yeah, who gives a fuck? His vote against the key infrastructure spending package became fodder for during the campaign as well. Latimer, the Westchester County executive, has spent decades in local and state elected office, making him a familiar face for Democratic voters. And doing what? We say this every fucking time. He's been in government for fucking decades, and what the fuck has he done? Only now that he got $14 million goddamn dollars spent on his behalf by fucking Israeli-aligned groups did he finally make it over the finish line for a House seat, for a federal House seat. Are you like... it's so obvious. They just bought a fucking seat. That's what it costs now. $14 million buys you a House seat. Bowman came into the race with some big advantages. The district lines were redrawn slightly in his favor, and the House Democratic Majority Leader Hakeem Jeffries of New York endorsed him, but offered little visible support after. Yeah, no shit. Probably because doesn't want to actually support him, just kind of do the oh yeah, I totally support him, it's fine, and then let him get fucking steamrolled. Which keep in mind, Hakeem Jeffries does not want the squad in his coalition. Let's all be really clear about that. Hakeem Jeffries has no fucking interest in squad adjacent members in his caucus. He would prefer them be out in the water in the independent space. At the end of the day, because at the end of the day, all these institutional fucking old blue dog Democrat type ass losers, all they want to do is tack back to the center, tack back to the right. Meanwhile, like, you know, just giving more credence to the fact that you shouldn't vote for Republicans. You should just vote for you shouldn't vote for Democrats. You should just vote for Republicans. Like, they're already moving rightward anyway. So why the fuck? Like, just, you might as well vote for the guy who's actually to the right. Like, the fuck? Bowman insisted his campaign was built around lower income people of color in the district who have been ignored by elected officials. He drew support from a constellation of left-leaning organizations that play key roles in progressive politics, including the Working Families Party and Make the Road Action. The Working Families Party on Tuesday said that it spent $506,000 on advertising, a fraction of the money that poured in or to aid Latimer's challenge. Combined Bowman allied organizations spent $1.7 million. For a fucking house seat. 1.75 million is a fuck ton of money. And these motherfuckers spent what is that, like 14 times that? Jesus. And in the home stretch, Bowman said AIPAC and its backing of Latimer was fueled by a racist MAGA. Well, they're a right-leaning fundamentalist Israeli group. What's new? They fund like Republicans. So what's new? Because Republicans are like staunchly in support of the Israeli genocide, because at the end of the day they want their voters are evangelicals who want to see the Jews take back Jerusalem or whatever, so they can bring about the fucking what am I thinking? Bring about the fucking, what am I thinking? The fucking rapture or whatever. It's fucking idiotic. I'm an outspoken black man, Bowman said during the final TV debate on Pix 11. His supporters don't want that because it challenges their power. Bowman backers acknowledge that Latimer's retail politicking skills and the massive spending on his behalf create an imposing challenge, but they also insisted the success against one squad member will be hard to duplicate in other parts of the country. Quote, they found an old-time elected official who was willing to be bought. Working Families Party co-chair Anna Maria Arkela said, but they will not be able to replicate that everywhere. And this is the thing. They're right in the sense that they like AIPAC's not going to be able to do this everywhere, but they don't need to do. They only need to do this in enough places where there are squad adjacent and squad members. And so, I mean, like, you know, at the end of the day, all they need to do is take out a handful of Democrats, a handful of actually progressive Democrats out of that entire useless fucking caucus. Fuck, dude, we're so fucking cooked, man. Let's go. Let's switch over.
In New York, and a local race is under the national spotlight. Representative Jamaal Bowman is trying to fend off a strong challenge from Westchester County Executive George Latimer in what has been a tense campaign. CBS 2's Christina Fan has the final push from both candidates.
Congressman Jamaal Bowman
I didn't mean it. Oh, no, there we go.
George Latimer didn't waste a moment this primary day, getting up early this morning.
Oh wait, do we have live coverage? Hold the phone.
To get out the vote. While Bowman focused on polling centers, the Westchester County executive visited local businesses.
This is the many.
Wow, shocker!
We are here at home. We will continue to fight for Medicare for all and health care.
The talk show circuit is the most politicized trial in American history, and folks, frankly, are scared and they don't want to deal with the potential political fallout of outing themselves.
I see. You know, we are very close to sentencing.
Don't care. Don't care. I'm here for. Okay.
My record, that's my career. That's what I was doing in education before we even got to
Fuck,
Congress.
dude.
Now we're in Congress doing the same thing, and you want to spend a record around the amount of money against the first black man in history being in a seat, fighting for justice, fighting for humanity, fighting for equality. That's crazy, but it's all good because we got the people.
What a fucking New Yorker, bruv.
We got the many.
What a fucking
people, and they think this is only about a congressional seat. This is bigger than that. People are watching all over the world to see what's happening to the United States and its democracy. Are we going to allow our democracy to be bought by oligarchs, by billionaires, Republican billionaires meddling in the Democratic primary. The world is watching this. And if this goes down the way they want it to go down, our credibility is shot in terms of it being a democracy. This is not just about Jamaal Bowman or one congressional seat. This is about the future of our democracy, and this is about our humanity.
Are you seeing this turnout you need for that?
We're seeing it so far. We're seeing it so far, but we got to keep it going. We got to keep the energy up. We're seeing it so far. Turnout got to be big. Peace.
Fuck, dude.
My man, hold on. My man, what's good, brother?
Fuck, dude. Like, this is the fucking guy who's the representative for, like, fuck, dude. That guy's a fucking New Yorker. That's a fucking New Yorker if I've ever seen one. God, man. This is what money in politics gets you. You wonder why real fucking people aren't able to run for elected office. You wonder why we have so many fucking shallow grifters and fucking morons and talking fucking machines and fucking NPCs fueled by donor money in our politics. This is why. Because people like this aren't bots. Fuck, dude. I swear to God, I have half of mine to fucking hawk the shit out of the Latimer administration. Like, keep in mind, we're gonna watch this motherfucker in the House, and we're gonna see what the fuck he actually does. Because I can almost guarantee you, none of that infrastructure shit's going through. None of it is.
Coast 941 there on the East Coast. Here, around 6:41 right now on the West Coast, 9:41 there on the East Coast. We have a race call in this Democratic primary in New York's 16th congressional district here. Live now look there at the George Latimer Election Night Watch Party. George Latimer, according to the Associated Press, has defeated incumbent Democrat Jamaal Bowman. And so we have the results here with around 51% of estimated votes counted at the moment. You see there, Bowman at 45, Latimer at 55. Enough for the Associated Press, which we rely on here at Live Now from Fox to call the race.
Yeah, he would literally have to. He would literally have to like run the boards for the rest.
Defeating Jamaal Bowman in this
dude.
primary here.
Pro-Israel centrist. Fuck off.
For progressive Democrats, including those members known as the Squad, like AOC,
holy fuck, can you
like
talk any slower,
Presley,
bruv?
Cori Bush, Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar.
Brother,
Jamaal Bowman was of
thank you.
This group was of this ilk. Bowman going down tonight in this primary, the first such incumbent loss.
Isn't this like the second Squad member to kind of be like finangled out of their spot? Because correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't the fucking chair of like wasn't there like a chair member a couple years ago that ended up swiping because they changed the boundary lines and he just ran in like a district not their own? I vaguely remember this. Like I remember the broad strokes.
In the cycle for Democrats,
fucking Democrat my ass,
losing to George Latimer. Back out live to the Election Night Watch Party here. We're going to keep the audio up very, very briefly here and lowly. You see,
keep in mind also like this fucking guy.
This is a live picture there. That's at Latimer's watch party.
What kind of Democrat is this guy? Probably a like, you know, a fucking Cuomo Democrat. A fucking Republican and just a Republican. He's just a Republican. He's a conservative Democrat, which makes him just a conservative.
Against Israel, he was making questionable comments.
And like, keep in mind, you can make they can howl all they want that, oh, the race wasn't about Israel, we didn't mention Israel all that much. It doesn't matter. Israeli-backed groups funded $14 million into this campaign. That's the issue. That is the issue. It doesn't matter. The infrastructure doesn't matter. None of his other positions matter. He got $14 million, not because he wanted to fix the road. They could have gave Jamaal Bowman $14 million to go fix the roads, but Jamaal Bowman does not have the correct politics for them.
Calling into question some of the accusations of sexual violence against Israelis who were attacked.
Yeah, because there's been no fucking evidence like that it's been systemic. Because they've been howling about that exact talking point for months now.
Gathering around the microphone, waiting for the victor in this primary to come out and address his supporters here. So this is quite something.
I think so far out of this crowd, I see like one person of color, which should really tell you everything about this dude's fucking support.
And this is being reported by Caroline Elliott that George Latimer, according to his campaign, is backstage now. He's getting ready to come out and speak, and we will carry that live. We also have a different vantage point as well inside the room. We just spoke there with Morgan McCaw. You can see there more of a zoomed out vantage point. A lot of his supporters there on the ground as well here. So we're awaiting George Latimer to come out and address his crowd of supporters there. So if you're just joining us right now, it's about 9:45 there in New York's 16th Congressional District in White Plains, in Yonkers, as we are now learning that George Latimer has defeated Democratic incumbent, the progressive Jamaal Bowman in this. Remember, this primary race on the Democratic side outlined some of the key tensions within the party over President Biden's handling of the Israel-Hamas war. They have been playing out in this primary ever since. And so Bowman, of course, representing the left's opposition to Israel's conduct during the Israel-Hamas war in Gaza and the Biden administration's support for Israel. Now, Latimer ran
I'm going to go there. I'm going to go there.
Affirming Israel's right to exist, right for stability, right for self-defense, and
centrist
right for peace. That was
establishment, centrist establishment, New York City.
And we are just getting
this tells you everything about his fucking coalition.
10 points at the moment, only a little more than half of votes counted, so we'll wait to see a final tally.
Fucking disgusting, dude.
Said and done here. So this is quite significant that you're watching this live picture there in this ballroom in Yonkers, New York. Latimer has been a Westchester County executive for years, and he decided to throw his
and done fuck all. Like, let's be clear, if he did anything relevant or like anything notable, they would have said it. But all they say is, yeah, he's been in government for like 10 years. That's it. That's his entire credentials.
You heard Jamaal Bowman talk about that at length. Now,
everybody excited about tonight. You see me in the back.
Ah, yes, they've got that. Yes. Oh my God. They found that one black supporter that I saw in the crowd briefly. Because they knew they couldn't open this with like Karen number 8,465. They knew they couldn't open with that. After unseating the first black man in this seat. They were like, well, you know, we should probably have like a black person intro him, so we don't seem just outright racists.
New Rochelle, White Plains.
Jesus.
There's nothing quite like it, and when you're a 70-year-old trying to act like you're a 40-year-old at those train stations,
this dude is fucking. Wait, no, you're fucking kidding me.
When you question your judgment. And there are moments where you wonder how you're going to go on when you hear an attack or you see something written that is untrue and unkind.
Yeah, and then you get $14 million, and then you're like, wait, never mind. It's fine. It's cool. I don't have a fucking. This dude is 70.
This is the many of Westchester and the
Are you fucking kidding me? No, seriously. Are you fucking whatever? Call me ageist. I don't even care anymore. Holy shit.
Tonight we turn a page.
You're fucking wow, Jesus. So I guess there goes the whole conversation about how Democrats care about Biden's age then, right?
And we say that we believe in inclusion of everybody in our representation. That you are included no matter what your demographic is. Doesn't matter your age, color of your skin, your religion, sexual identity, whether you're a right-hander or a left-hander. Whether you're a Met fan or a Yankee fan.
Jesus Christ, this fucking shit. Is it any wonder that this comment, that this fucking chat is like fucking unhinged?
Members of the Westchester County Board of
like talking about AOC starting like an only like dude, like this dude is such a fucking plant. He's such a fucking Republican plant.
Every zip code.
Oh yeah, I'm really seeing everybody here.
Leadership. Quality of Mike's.
Assange is grateful for all his support.
Make these race calls. Assange, continental United States. After this, the saga for Assange is
Are we on to Assange? I don't care. I already covered Assange. I'm here for other things. This is, oh wait. Is that Bowman? No, I think we're done with Bowman news. Oh no, that's right. Okay, I was like, wait a minute, no.
In the fall there.
What do we have?
He was the editor-in-chief of the Daily Beast. For a long time, he was a CNN host and contributor, and he wanted to try his hand at electoral politics, coming up with a victory today against his Democratic challenger there. Like I said, he'll take on Republican Nick Lolota in the fall there. So in the meantime, we do
not sure how I feel about that,
as well from
but mainly because I don't know who that fucker is.
Democratic primary there. Remember, we brought you the news as it was happening. That George Latimer defeated Jamaal Bowman, the incumbent there. Now at 70% of estimated votes counted there.
Dude.
Bowman at 44.
This is a fucking
Latimer
dark day, man.
You see there a wide margin between them, 12 points. Well, we didn't get this live, but we want to make sure you listen to Jamaal Bowman. This is his message to his crowd of supporters there in Yonkers from just minutes ago. Let's watch.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate you all being here.
And also, I'm going to say it. Looking at this crowd, immediately more diverse. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say it. Like, the fucking Latimer campaign is very obvious where they're pulling most of their support from.
Thank you for all your
It's from the fucking burbs. It's from fucking suburban white folk. Like, we know what this is.
Ever since I met many of you in 2019, some of you I knew way before that based on our work in education. Thank you for your love and support for me personally. Thank you for your love and support for my family. You've always asked me about my family. Melissa's over there, y'all. Give Melissa a round of applause. And thank you for your love and support for this movement. This movement has never been about one person. This movement was never just about me. It was never just about New York 16. It was never just about this race in this moment. This movement has always been about justice. It has always been about humanity. It has always been about equality. And it has always been about our collective liberation. Always, always, always. And it always will be. We all are here because we all believe in our responsibility and our opportunity to build a better world. That's why we are here. We know that it is incumbent upon us and it is imperative for us to work together in solidarity, in coalition, to build a multiracial, multi-background, multi-ethnic democracy that works for everyone. And we know,
God forbid, only the most multicultural city in the fucking world would like, keep in mind, there are people who would say, like, you can almost bet there are like George Latimer voters who would go like, that just seems like so, you know, like, why do we have to bring like culture and race into it? And it's like, bitch, this is New York fucking city, the most like diverse fucking square mileage that you're ever gonna find in the entire world. But no, at the end of the day, the suburbs need to rule us all.
Democracy that works for everyone doesn't stop in New York 16. It is a national movement. It is an international movement.
Man, you gotta feel bad for Vosh going and fucking suffering in the East Coast heat, handing out cheese. Fuck, man, it's fucking.
We will never stand for the killing and bombing of children in the Bronx or Mount Vernon or Yonkers. We will never stand for Western imperialism in Honduras or Guatemala or Haiti. We will never stand for.
And how much you want to bet, like, all the fucking George Latimer fucking clone NPCs online would all go, what does Honduras or what does Guatemala have to do with the with New York 16? To which it's like, bitch, what the fuck does Israel have to do with New York 16? Like, fuck, dude.
child slave labor in the Congo, or genocide in the Sudan. We are a human race that believes the end of the forever wars is possible and necessary.
Fucking Democrats, man.
We are here at home.
The party's so fucking cooked. Like, keep in mind, this is not I'm not getting on here and I'm not kind of raging about this to get you to think like we need to disengage from the Democratic Party. We need a new no. That is not what I'm saying. This has now happened. We now go to fucking war. Like, now is not the time to despair and go like, oh, I guess we can't win. How do we? No, fuck that. Now we work even harder to beat these fuckers. We work even harder to flip this fucking party. Because we can't keep doing this with this party. We can't keep letting dark money come in and fucking turn this party into Republican light. We can't do it. We cannot have this.
That is who we are going to continue,
because that is inevitably going to end to a Project 2025 type administration for the Republicans.
To a politics and government that is rooted in fear and hate and bullying and intimidation. No. Because fear will only continue to destroy us. Fear will only continue to destroy us. I love my Asian neighbors. I love my Latino neighbors. I love my Irish, my Italian, my Albanian, my Jewish neighbors. I love my Muslim neighbors. We love our Christian neighbors, our Buddhist neighbors. We love everyone who stands for humanity. Put your hands in the air if you stand for humanity. Put your hands in the air if you stand for justice.
So fucked.
Put your hands in the air.
Evil won today. But that does not mean evil wins every day.
Continue to fight for justice, freedom, and equality.
Fuck, dude.
This like this. That is what we will do. We will never stop.
Like, fucking George Latimer at his fucking like $1 million campaign headquarters, and then you got fucking real New Yorker fucking Jamaal Bowman in here in a fucking theater hall.
Stop. This race,
the incumbent, like,
never about
dude, it's so ridiculous.
It was never about this district and this district alone. It was always about all of us. Now, our opponents, not opponent, may have won this round at this time in this place.
Fucking tell them.
But this will be a battle for our humanity and justice.
Make them spend $14 million every year on that one seat to defend it.
And we are going to continue to fight that battle for humanity and justice.
God, I hope he stays in politics. I don't know what the big question is going to be, what does Bowman do afterwards? Now that this has happened.
So, I always center our children. And I just want you to imagine with me for a second. What if we could ensure every child, but
I want to hear like the last little bit.
And that is why we have so much work still to do. And
work never ends, folks. Work never ends.
I thank everyone for coming out. Please scream to the top of your lungs for all of the volunteers of the Bowman for Congress campaign, yo. Yeah!
We clap for the volunteers here on this stream. That is hard fucking work. And a fucking
Thank you.
And there's a fucking heat wave.
Thank you.
Fuck, dude. Man, well, that's fucking disappointing. That is highly. Hello. You've made it to the end of the video. Something that only the strongest and elite of YouTube viewers make it to. So, As a reward, I will bestow upon you some wisdom, some guidance. You should subscribe to this channel. You should do it like right now. It told you to do it earlier, but like you were so good, you blew past that. Like a pro esports player, you blew past that first ask and made it all the way here to the boss. And now the door opened behind me. And I think something is going to come and get me unless you subscribe.